Welcome back to the video, and in today's video, we're going to be reacting to fans ranking the top 100 players of all time. This is a consensus based on fans of over like 2 million people that watch basketball have a consensus top 100 rating of every single player. Just like 4 or 5 days ago, I did the NFL top 100 players right now, and you guys seem to really enjoy that, so I'm back with basketball, but instead of doing right now, we're going to be doing all time. I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts as I go with this list, my disagrees, my opinions, all that stuff like I did with the last one. I hope you guys enjoy this content. If you enjoy the NBA content, be sure to leave a like on the video and also subscribe to the channel. Comment down below where you would have put these players that are about to be shown and players that you felt like were not on the list that should have been mentioned. Let's get straight into it. So, the first player at 100 is Bob Dandridge. Okay, so this is where it's kind of tough for me. It's like, I was not alive during these times, so how do you put him down? Like, he was a 1970s player. How do you see him? You can see their accolades. Well, it's two-time NBA champion, four-time NBA All-Star. I'm not going to be too mad this part of the list unless there's players that I think should be lower or players that should be higher. I don't really know much about this guy. I'm fine with it. 100, okay. 99, Dave DeBusschere. Again, okay. Two-time champion, eight-time All-Star. Again, I really can't really rank how good these players are because I don't really know much about them, but I will still try to give you my ranking. Billy Cunningham, that's fine. Chris Bosh. I could have seen Chris Bosh a little higher. I'm not even going to lie to you. Two-time champion, 11-time All-Star. One of the big reasons why the Heat were successful, and LeBron, D-Wade, and him were like a big piece together, and he was a big glue to that piece, the big man of that piece. And I honestly think he could be a little higher. I could see him top 75. But it's not terrible. Todd Heinsohn, like, hear me out. Todd Heinsohn, sure, he could be good. 8-time NBA champion. Cool. Celtics player. Great. 6-time All-Star. Okay. Rookie of the Year. But there's simply no way that you can put Tom Heinsohn ahead of Chris Bosh. And I can't see that. So, yeah, I disagree with that. Paul Silas, it's okay, like, whatever. You're old. I don't really care. Kyrie Irving, no. Kyrie should be higher. Look at what Kyrie's done over his time. NBA champion, 7-time All-Star, NBA All-Star Game MVP, NBA Rookie of the Year, NBA All-Rookie First Team, NBA Three-Point Contest champion. And I think overall, Kyrie has really been actually a big part. Like, with the Cavs, he was a huge piece on why the Cavs won in 2016 against the Warriors. You could talk about LeBron, but he's kind of like the Robin of that situation. Batman Robin, he's the Robin. But Kyrie is still a really good player. I could see him top 75. Same with Chris Bosh. I think they're a little bit too low. Paul Wetzel, it's like you played in the 1970s. Don't really care about that. Cool, you were on the Celtics, so you're gonna get some recognition. But okay. Alvin Robinson, yeah, I think that's a fair ranking for him. I could have seen him a little bit higher, honestly, but not horrible. Dennis Johnson, it's like whatever. I can't really like rank him too high. I mean, it's all Celtics players. Bernard King, like, I would have put Bernard King a little bit higher, honestly. I think he could have been a little more higher in the top 75 range. Four-time All-Star, two times All-NBA First Team, NBA All-Rookie Team, NBA Scoring Champion. Like, I could have put Bernard King top 75. Alonzo Mourning, I could have put Alonzo a little bit higher as well. NBA champion, seven-time All-Star, All-NBA First Team in 1999, two times Defensive Player of the Year, two times All-Defensive First Team, two times Blocks Leader. Yeah, I could have put him top 75. That's a bad ranking in my opinion. Terry Porter, like, his only accolade is a two-time NBA All-Star. How is this guy ahead of Alonzo Mourning and Bernard King? How is he a top 100 player now looking at these stats? Okay. No, but okay. Paul George, yeah, I mean, maybe. Like, to be fair, he's not bad. I don't know if he's this high, though. Like, I think, yeah, I mean, it's hard to rank guys as, like, current because you don't know how they're going to end up finishing off in their career. Maybe I'm underestimating Paul George, but I think it's a little bit high in my opinion. Joel Embiid, I think it could be a little bit higher. I know, but he just won MVP. He literally just won MVP. They probably don't have that statistic because it's a little bit old. I think it's in 2022, so it's not old. But yeah, it's fair, I guess. I don't think it's right though. I would put him top 75, especially after winning the MVP, five-time All-Star, four-time All NBA second team. Yeah, I would put him a little bit higher. Chet Walker, it's like you played in the 1960s, don't really care about that. Again, like when you're talking about like pre-early modern era, you know, the 1960s, 70s, it's like Larry Bird and Bill Russell, you can put them high because you understand them. But the guys like that where you don't really know about, it's like, are you really going to put them in the top 100? Are you kidding me? When their teammates were like plumbers and carpenters and stuff like that. Pau Gasol, that horrible, horrible, horrible. I would put Pau in the top 50. Okay, top 50 is a little bit stretching, but top 75 for sure. Two-time NBA champion, six-time All-Star, Rookie of the Year, and NBA All-Rookie First Team, and he's not top 75. Okay, no, but it's okay. Like Lenny Wilkens, he's not ahead. He's not ahead of Pau Gasol, and it's just facts. Mark Wire, yep, one of the best. I agree with that. Dave Bing, I don't see Dave Bing. To be fair, looking at stats now, he's actually really good. Maybe I'm underrating Dave Bing. Who knows? I hate all the ads that come. I'm sorry with all the ads that come. I hope it's not too bad. Okay, Dave Bing, whatever. Gail Goodrich, it's like you pay in the 1970s. Phoenix Suns, Lakers, New Orleans Jazz. That's an old team. One-time NBA champion, five-time All-Star. It's fine. I'm not really gonna get too mad. It's pretty early in the ranking. Robert Parrish, I could have seen him a little bit higher. I think he's a really good player. Four-time champion, nine-time All-Star. Yeah, I could have put him maybe top 75 in my opinion. Clyde Drexler, horrible, horrible, horrible. Top 50 in my opinion. One of the best shooting guards of all time. NBA champ, 10-time All-Star, All-NBA first team, two-time All-NBA second team, and two-time All-NBA third team. And he's not top 75 at least? Okay, that's kind of crazy. What the heck? Oscar Robertson is not top 50? Why is he so low? We're talking about one of the greats in NBA history in his time period. He played with Kareem. He and Kareem were amazing. He played with the Kings. He was incredible there. How is the Big O not top 50? How is the Big O not top 25? Yes, he is old. I get it. But in this case here, NBA champion, NBA MVP, 12-time All-Star, three-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, nine-time All-NBA first team, 9 times. I know it was in an era where the players weren't as good, but come on, 6 times NBA assist leader. That is insane that he's not in the top 50, not even in the top 25. Why is he so low? Grant Hill, he's just not better. I'm going to go through now. I'm going to go through everybody. I should not be higher than Oscar Robertson because it's been a lot. Grant Hill, top 76, sure. I want to say pretty good, but he's not better. Ralph Sampson, he's not better than, oh my god, he's not better than Big O. He's not better than the Big O. Top 75, sure, he's not better than the Big O, though. Nate Thurman, yep, not better than the Big O. I mean, I'm going to keep going through. Dolph Schayes, why is he so high? Sure, it's a 12-time All-Star, but he played in the 1950s. I think maybe he's top 100. I just don't think he's this high. I can't believe that the Big O is not higher. I can't believe that. Chris Mullin, Big O's higher, but I actually think this is a really good ranking for him. One of the greats. I think that's a good ranking for him. Gus Williams, just not better than Big O. Not even close. Honestly, probably shouldn't even be this high. Maybe top 75, but at the brink end of it, like I guess 71 is kind of close. I would say more like top 90 for Gus. Walter Davis, yep, he was a great, but I think it's easily that Big O is just better. Shawn Kemp, like, how is Shawn Kemp this low as well? 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA second team on a pretty bad team. He should be a little bit higher, but still, Oscar Robertson is just better. Tim Hardaway, yeah, I'm cool with that. I think that's a fair ranking for him. The Big O is better though. Willis Reed, yeah, got a lot of accolades, but as a player, he wasn't insane. But I don't mind the ranking. I think it's not jumping the gun on him. JoJo White, it's like, you get a Larry Bird on your team and you're insane all of a sudden because of that. Steve Kerr was an NBA Finals MVP. I don't know. It's kind of hard to rank guys like that playing in the 1970s like that unless we're talking about the greats. Chris Webber, yep, I'm cool with that. One of the greats. I think that's cool. Jerry Lucas, yeah, I mean, he's not better than the Big O. He's just not. But okay, again, I really can't say if it's a good ranking or not because I don't watch these guys play. Oh my God, what are we doing here? This is where just bias of current players just comes into play because I know Luka's great. Luka's one of the greats. He probably could be top 100, but top 75, way too high. He's only had about 5 years in his career Yes, he's a three-time All-NBA first team, a three-time NBA All-Star, an NBA Rookie of the Year, an NBA All-Rookie first team. Yes, the accolades are amazing, and he's gonna finish as a top 20 player in the MLB, NBA history without a doubt. But right now, at this current moment, he is not 63. That's way too high. Big O's higher than him. Big O deserves a little bit more. Yeah. Tony Parker, yep, cool with that. Honestly, I could have seen him a little bit higher. You know, if it wasn't for Tim Duncan and David Robinson, I think he'd shine more. But yeah, I think I could see him a little bit higher. Sam Jones, yep, I'm actually cool with that. I think he was one of the best players on that team with Bill Russell, 10-time NBA champion, 5-time All-Star. I'm cool with that. Yao Ming, see, I like Yao. I do like Yao. I just don't think he's top 75. I think he's top 100, sure, but he didn't have the longest career. And I think this is just a big thing on his height and like not actually looking at his statistics. But maybe I stand by that. Oh my God, what just happened? Okay, I'm sorry, guys. See, this is what I don't like about these sites is they're like bad because they don't actually like. Okay, my bad, guys. My bad. My bad. We're going back to it now. Where were we at right now? We were at Yao Ming. Anthony Davis, yep, I'm actually cool with that. He's played long enough in the year. He's got an 8-time NBA All-Star, NBA All-Star Game MVP, NBA champion. I'm cool with that, honestly. AD be at 59. Austin has 58. I'm cool with that. He's pretty good. See, James Worthy. I put James Worthy in the top 50. Like, 3-time NBA champion, 7-time All-Star. I think he deserves it. I think he's kind of getting overshadowed by Kareem and Magic, but whatever. Klay Thompson, I could have seen Klay Thompson top 50. 4-time NBA champion, 5-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA third team, NBA All-Defensive second team, NBA three-point contest, NBA All-Rookie first team. I could have put him a little bit higher, the second best shooter of all time. Yeah, it's whatever. Penny Hardaway, I would have put him top 50. One of the most underrated players of all time. 4-time NBA All-Star. The only unfortunate thing is his career was so short, but he was amazing in his prime. He was one of the best. Artis Gilmore, yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, you played in the 1970s, whatever. Not going to really talk about it too much. Sure, whatever. Kevin McHale, I could have put him top 50, honestly. I think he deserves it. I think talking about prime and peak and career value, I think Kevin McHale could deserve top 50. Manu, I would have put. I like Manu. I would have liked to see Tony Parker and Manu kind of ranked similarly. That's my one grudge, but it's not a bad placement for him. I just think Tony Parker should be higher. And then leaving out the top 50, Wes Unseld. He's top 50. It's simple as that. He is. He has an MVP, 5-time All Star, All NBA first team, NBA champion, and yet he's not in the conversation for top 50. Interesting. Bob McAdoo, yep, one of the greats. I'm actually really cool with that. Dikembe Mutombo, also cool with that. I'm liking to see these guys being mentioned. Bill Walton, I could have put him a little bit higher. I could have put him top 40. We're talking about NBA MVP, 2-time champion, 2-time All-Star, 2-time All-Defensive First Team. His career was kind of short, but I think he was a really, really good player. Dominique Wilkins, yep, I'm cool with that. One of the great small forwards of all time. Rick Barry, this is where I kind of defer, I think. I think Dominique's just better than Rick Barry, in my opinion. But I think them being ranked similarly is actually okay with me, so I'm not going to grudge about it too much. I think Dennis Rodman should be a little bit higher. I can see Dennis Rodman in the top 30 range. I think we're talking about, again, a guy like who's kind of overshadowed by guys like MJ and Scottie Pippen, but he was just an absolute beast, just swallowed rebounds. Yeah, I could have put him a little bit higher. Moses Malone, see, this is where I think that Moses can be top 25. We're talking about an NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP, a 3-time NBA MVP, and he's not in the top 25. 12-time NBA All-Star? Yeah, I don't think that's right. I think he could be top 25 easily. This is why I just don't like how the fans rank it, man. Like Dame is just not a top 50 player in the NBA. Top 100, sure, but honestly, you're kind of pushing it. Like he's great, and I think he'll finish off as a top 75 player. But I think this is just a big like being in love with Damian Lillard and not actually thinking about how good he is. The Big O is just better than him. Bob Cousy, I guess that's fine. I mean, if we're ranking all the Celtics players, we're just going to rank them high because of how many championships they have, whatever. Pistol Pete, I like the placement for that. I'm okay with that. Isaiah Thomas, I could put him a little bit higher, maybe top 30. I mean, a 2-time NBA champion, NBA Finals MVP. Yeah, I think he was amazing. One of the greats, for sure. See, this is where I just defer. I think Isaiah Thomas is just better than James Harden. James Harden being here is honestly a really good spot. I mean, he's an MVP. I think honestly it's a really good spot. But I tend to put Isaiah Thomas higher, but honestly not a bad spot. I like James Harden. See, and this is where I defer. James Harden is just better than Russell Westbrook. And Russell Westbrook top 50, sure, because of the accolades that he has. But I get he's a triple double machine, but he sucks now, and he's not that good anymore. So I kind of defer about that. I don't think he's top 38. Jokic, I'm actually okay with Jokic being at 37. Like low key, like I know I said that Luka was ranked a little too highly, but Jokic had enough career being a two-time MVP, four-time All-Star. I actually think Jokic at 37 is a good ranking for him because he has that MVP. Tracy McGrady, yep, cool. I honestly could have seen him top 25, but I'm at least cool that he was mentioned high. John Havlicek, I would have put Tracy McGrady ahead of him, but he's one of the greats, so I get it. I'm really excited to see the top 20 more like Paul Pierce. I would say that I think that Tracy McGrady should be higher than Paul Pierce, just in my opinion. But I don't. I think Paul Pierce is one of the greats. So okay, Jason Kidd, yep, cool with that. Gary Payton, I'm cool with that. This is good. Vince Carter, I'm cool with that. These are good rankings here and good in order. I tend to put Chris Paul a little bit behind Vince and Gary Payton. Chris Paul is great. And because of his age, I think he definitely is top 50. I mean, he had an amazing career. I just think it's a little bit high in my opinion, but I actually don't mind the spot either, so I'm not going to be too mad. I think Steve Nash is top 25. Two-time NBA MVP, eight-time All-Star, three-time All-NBA first team, five-time NBA assist leader. Like, I think Steve Nash can be deserved. I think he can deserve top 25. Ray Allen, yep, cool with that. The second, the greatest shooting guard. Is it the greatest shooting guard of all time? No. No, the greatest scoring. No, the third best shooter of all time. That's what I meant to say. Reggie Miller, yeah, I put Ray Allen above Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller is great. I just don't think. I think Reggie Miller is probably like top 35. I don't think he's this high. I think it's a little bit of a reach for him. Oh my God, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Kawhi is just. He's top 50. He's not top 20. He's not 26. I put Reggie ahead of him. I put Vince Carter ahead of him. I put Tracy McGrady ahead of him. I would even put Nikola Jokic ahead of him. He's great. I get it. Two-time NBA champion, two times NBA Finals MVP, five-time All-Star. He's great. But there's no way you can put him at 26. I just can't believe that. Patrick Ewing, yep, I'm cool with that. Charles Barkley, I'm also cool with that. It's a good ranking for him. Scottie Pippen, the best Robin of all time. I like that. John Stockton, yep, I'm cool with that. So far, decent. AI, I could have put him top 20. And let's see who's next up, because I probably win. Yeah. AI is just better than Jerry West. Jerry West, great player. He should be this high. Maybe top 25, but that's even cutting it. I'm not going to lie, he's way too high in my opinion. Karl Malone, yeah, we could talk about all he wants to do off the field and how bad it is what he's doing off the court. But as a player, he's one of the greats, two-time MVP. I honestly think Moses could be ranked similarly. He's got one more MVP. Dave Robinson, yep, cool with that. One of the greats, I'm cool with that. Kevin Garnett could have seen top 15. I think he deserves top 15. I think Kevin Garnett's better than Dwayne Wade. I like Dwayne Wade. I think the spot's actually really good for Dwayne Wade. I just tend to put Kevin Garnett a little bit higher. So this is where I just defer. And this is where I'm just going to defer a little bit from these rankings. And I think that these guys just have a man crush on Giannis. Giannis top should be around the Jokic range based on this tier list. Giannis needs to do more. He's great. Giannis is one of the best. He's the best player right now in the NBA. But top 15, not right now, no. I would put Dwayne Wade and Kevin Garnett ahead of him for sure. Dirk, yep, cool with that. I think honestly could have been him a little bit higher. See, I would put Dirk a little bit higher than Kevin Durant. I like Kevin Durant. I do really like Kevin Durant. But I think Dirk's just right now, at the end of his career, Kevin Durant is better than Dirk. But I like Dirk a little ahead of him right now. That's kind of more of an opinion than anything else, though. Larry Bird, I could have seen him top 10, honestly. This is where I'm going to have the most opinions. And this is where I'll tell you about the list. So I think Larry Bird, I actually have him just out of top 10. Hakeem, I think I had it at 9, so I think it's a little bit low in my opinion. Steph Curry, Steph Curry's top 10 for sure. I think I had him at 8 or 9. It was him and Hakeem were like right neck and neck though. Best shooter of all time, 4-time NBA champion, 2-time most valuable player. Yep, I'm cool with that. Wilt Chamberlain, yeah, I think Wilt Chamberlain is the most overrated player in NBA history. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because Wilt was amazing. He was incredible, but I can't put him in the top 10 because all he did was play against bad players and score a lot of points because he didn't give anyone else the ball and he didn't play with anyone else good. So I don't think he's top 10, but at least he didn't put him too high and they didn't put him stupid high. Bill Russell, yep, cool with that. One of the greats. I think he's top 10 for sure. Tim Duncan, I could have put Tim Duncan a lot higher. I could have put him at like 5 maybe. Shaq is a little too high for me. I like Shaq, I do, but I think we're talking prime Shaq, one of the greats. But longevity and everything like that, I would put Tim Duncan a little bit ahead Shaq in my opinion, based on team wise. Matt Johnson at 5, I'm putting Matt Johnson at 4, in my opinion, and then I put Kobe at 5 because I think Magic did a little bit more than Kobe in his career. But I'm also not mad about that because they were both great players. So I really can't complain with that. And then we should see Kareem at 3. Yep. LeBron at 2. And Michael at 1. Honestly, top 3, you nailed it. Top 5, you nailed it. But there is some bad. This actually list, honestly, from other lists I've seen, was not terrible. Here's my only things that I will say Shaq is way too high. Tim Duncan's way too low. I guess you could just flip them, I guess, but still. And then just some mentions. Giannis is way too high. Having Big O out of the top 25 and having like 77, he was so low, is ridiculous. Sure he played against plumbers, but he was an amazing player. And if you're gonna put Will at top 10, then Oscar's top 25 in my opinion. But it wasn't the worst ranking. I could have ranked something different, but I'd like to see your opinions down below and see how you rank these guys and what you agree with or disagree with. Let's end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Comment down below where you would have put these guys. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!